Oh shit. I think we good. Oh shit. I think we straight though. But man, what's up with y'all boys, man? It's been a wild ass week in the combat sports world. The sports world in general. Been a crazy ass week. Oh shit. Hey, what's up with y'all boys, man? I wanted to talk about this motherfucking the Bobby Green sparring. I don't know if I wanted to do that first or but I wanted to watch this video too by MMA on point. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Watch this video first. Um yeah, we're gonna watch this video and then get into that Bobby Green and Adrian Broner thing. Cause a lot of niggas been talking about that. And I definitely got a lot to say about that. Not a lot, but I have some shit to say about that. But yeah, let's get into this video first. This is by MMA on point. Should we just stop watching MMA? This is what the title of the video is.
Prosecutors allege Smith tried to get his wife into a car while threatening to kill her.
He threatened to kill her
Oh, what
again
the
if she
fuck?
did not get in the car.
Smith allegedly reversed the car, trying to hit his wife, then accelerated when she was in front of the vehicle. Witnesses helped her and their children out of the home after Smith went inside. A Sarpy County
never heard
judge
of
set
this.
Smith's bond at $500,000,
Is this new? Dad's never heard of
ordering
this.
no contact with his wife.
Everybody's heard of CTE, right? You know, the degenerative brain disease that MMA fighters get, and of course all the contact-heavy sports also get? Well, did you know the original name of it? It used to be called dementia pugilistica. If that second word sounds familiar,
Bro, CTE
pugilistica?
is obviously nothing to play with. It's obviously nothing to take lightly, but it's such a crazy thing because early in like early as I'm getting into sports basically, I never never even thought about that. Like, I used to watch football heavy. I never even thought about none of the guys having uh uh, a brain trauma such as like CTE or anything like that. I knew niggas getting injured, obviously, but when you really look into what CTE really is and how it slowly just progresses over time, um, it's just like damn, like it's such a crazy concept because we're watching and sometimes participating in these things that's just diminishing us and just uh like creating these fucking scenarios in which we can help these people who have CTE before things like, I don't know what this is, but before things like this happen. And a lot of people don't take that shit serious, which they should. And I'm glad that it the medical field, people in the medical field, they're taking it serious, but as viewers, a lot of viewers aren't really taking the shit as serious as they supposed to.
Well, it should because, pugilist as in boxer. So what does that first word mean then? Well, dementia, if you actually go back to the original meaning, is madness. So if you break that down, what you're talking about with dementia pugilistica, it literally used to be called boxer's madness. And with the recent Anthony Smith situation, it brings to light a pretty intense question. Is what's happening with him what we've recently seen with Dustin Poirier in his situation? By the way, this isn't just them, it can be seen across the board from a lot of different legends over the past. Are we as fans of all this morally culpable? I mean, we literally pay money, we fuel this entire thing for these people to basically develop CTE. Are we responsible? And more specifically, in the case of Anthony Smith ruining the lives of the people around them, are we basically just subsidizing CTE? Why the hell did we watch this? And ever since the reports about all this have come out, it's something I gotta be honest, I've really been struggling to answer. It's making me question my entire fandom of the sport. I would suspect it is for a lot of you as well. By the way, we still don't know the full details of Smith's case. I really don't know how he could be innocent here with a $500,000 bail set, a restraining order that bars him from seeing his wife because he allegedly threatened to kill her, run her over, people claim that they heard gunshots coming from his house. Dude, I have no idea how he could be innocent here, but it is innocent until proven guilty. But the fact is, it all looks really bad. And if convicted, he could be in prison for the rest of his life. We're talking up to 50 years here. I'm personally a huge fan of just waiting until the details out before passing too much judgment, though.
No, I'm not. Like I said, I don't know much about this. This is my first time hearing about it. But in situations like this, man, I like it's just hard to like you as a fighter myself. I know like where this could lead in the future. I know what could potentially happen to myself in the future. Um, and I know that there is a possibility that I mean, if that's a possibility, I have to be prepared for it. I know I have to prepare myself for that to happen, basically. Uh, if it does happen, God forbid that it doesn't happen. But I definitely have to prepare myself for if it does because I know it could really fall into a very very bad situation, and I would hate to put that on my family. I would hate to put that on my loved ones and stuff like that. So I know as a fighter, maybe he thought he didn't prepare for this himself. He fucking he should have gotten help before. It's basically what I'm trying to say. He should have gotten help before. Um, Hopefully this situation turns into um like a movement to help the fighters and help the MMA fighters and boxing fighters to have some type of what do you call it? Some type of help basically after the fights or after they retire or something like that or during their active fighting years, because shit like this happens way too many times, man. It happens way too much for it to be just brushed over.
I think any of this, if it is true, is absolved by CTE. You don't get a pass for threatening to kill your wife and attack members of your family, but we also can't ignore the very telltale signs of CTE here. Either way, let's get back to this question. Why are we as fans cheering this on if this is what it's creating in people's lives? I was talking to Oven, our social media manager, about this, and he brought up a really great set of points from Kenny Florian, who wrote about this on his Twitter. Here's what he said, quote, "I wonder how many more out-of-cage incidents involving current and former fighters we need to see before we start asking different questions. How many fights are too many? What's long-term brain health worth?" He goes on to question the value of money versus the price.
It also starts with the pay. I guarantee you that this guy he hasn't been paid what he's worth, in his UFC career, or MMA career. He hasn't been paid what he's worth. Um, and it sucks, man, because them MMA fighters, bro, they don't get paid. They have to get paid, bro.
Health, family, possibly
Their
ending up
wage is just
homeless or
laughable
in
for the
prison.
things
And
they
of
put
course,
their body
MMA
through.
is not entirely unique in this regard. Football, as we know, had a blockbuster film with Will Smith about this very issue that ended up poignantly talking about how early kids are exposed to brain trauma. There are countless news reports about this exact same topic. Hockey or rugby, of course, have very similar issues. Even soccer's second most common injury is concussions.
Well, concussions account for about
Damn, you in
22%
soccer?
of soccer injuries. They're second
It's
only
crazy,
to
I
leg
get it.
injuries. But it's usually not the case that the concussion is caused by headers, as you might expect. Rather, the concussions are caused by player-to-player contact, head-to-head contact, foot-to-head.
The fact is, MMA or combat sports are hardly unique in this regard of creating serious long-term health concerns, specifically as it relates to CTE. But that certainly doesn't excuse it. Obviously, for combat sports, well, the whole point is for you to attack your opponent and try to win. BJJ is really a mercy in that regard, but strikes are still part of every MMA.
You can still get
contest.
some
But there's
brain
also
damage
another side to
from
this,
that,
because
from,
your
like,
average
hooks and shit.
UFC level fighter hopefully will compete at least 3 times in a year. This is wildly different from just about every other sport that exists. Even most other combat sports have tournaments that happen on a single day, which means you'll match those 3 MMA bouts much faster in other focuses. What I'm getting
that
at
the
is most
amateurs
of
for
the
the
injuries,
MMA?
especially as it relates to CTE, aren't happening in actual combat. They're happening in training. MMA quite literally doesn't compete often enough to get that many injuries in the actual fight. Sure, they happen, but most of the worst ones
Nah, I
happen in
wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because it only takes one good shot, one good punch for your brain just to really. Shit. It only takes like one good punch for your brain or kick for it just to really just rattle around and really just get fucked up. Basically, you know. I mean, it's not. It could be multiple shots obviously too, but you know, I think also just one good punch could really just fuck everything up, man.
training. Even ACL tears, like massive ones, they're usually happening on failed takedown attempts or whatever it is in training. We saw this with John Jones. We saw this with Cain Velasquez. All 3 of the ACL tears for Dominic Cruz happened in training. I mean, one of them was a cadaver, but you get the point. And before I get too far into this one, I've always really liked Luke Thomas's analogy on this. Yes, you can do things to mitigate issues, but it still is like smoking cigarettes. You can smoke the lightest cigarettes that are available on the market, but you're still smoking. MMA is the same way. But if you liken light sparring to heavy sparring with light cigarettes and normal cigarettes, well, there's actually a much bigger difference, I think, because it's happening every day. It's not like you're smoking cigarettes 3 times a year.
Well, you're also
To
not
put it in
supposed
short,
to
there are
spar every day, but
362 other days out of the year versus those 3 days of competition
training.
to where things can go really wrong. And it goes even further than this. Many fighters don't even spar in training. Do you guys remember during the pandemic when Max Holloway grew out his hair for the first time and just started gaming a whole lot on Twitch? He said he literally wasn't even sparring for the Volkanovski rematch.
Just don't want to talk, you know.
dude.
I just want to play video games. Tune into my live on Twitch or something. Maybe you can get a couple questions in there.
Wow, so no sparring.
That's
right?
crazy.
No sparring at all.
And you might say, didn't
No
he
sparring
lose
for a
that
camp
fight?
is crazy.
Yeah, he technically did, but this is the one that most people thought he actually won. He even dropped Volk multiple times in that fight.
Oh, man, he's down again.
Again, he did this without sparring. And he is so far from alone you wouldn't believe. GSP, for instance, who
I
many
think
people
Brock Lesnar
consider the
didn't used to
greatest
spar.
of all time, has talked about this at length. He doesn't have as an extreme a view of literally no sparring, but he does limit it severely.
Crazy how many guys I've seen that left their career in the gyms
Yeah.
because they spar too hard. You
Yeah.
cannot
true.
improve like this.
I've
Of
also
course,
seen that.
you're in training camp
Seen
and
that a
your
lot.
fight is coming up. You need to somehow trying to recreate that environment of discomfort. But when you're outside of that preparation zone, you need to be playful, and that's when you improve, when it's playful, when it's like a game.
And guys, I'm not trying to say that CTE is entirely avoidable. Joe Rogan definitely speculated his talk about alien sightings and all that stuff had to do with CTE, but GSP has been very careful about this sort of thing and actively looked into it throughout his career. This was him right before he fought Bisping in his final fight.
I saw.
Yeah, see, that's what I want to do, man. I
those
just
4 years to see if
want to be
I would
prepared
come
just in
across
case,
my
man. You
problem,
know.
and the result, the doctor said yesterday, he said most guy they saw in NFL and every day at the end of the career, they're way worse than you. But I know some fighter that I start in UFC with about the same time, and now they're not the same anymore. The thing is mostly the training, the lifestyle, the way you train. Sometimes some guys they spar every day. It's not good to get hit on the head every day.
Actually, Jesse Incamp, if you guys are familiar with his content, has a whole video about this very topic, and he goes into so many different
And from what I've seen, a lot of MMA, well, like from some of the training videos that I've seen, a lot of MMA guys don't even use like protective gear in sparring sometimes. Maybe that's just the specific ones that I've seen, but that would also be a reason as to why CT is a little bit more common than it should be in MMA, because you should definitely be using
I think you don't have to
protective
spar
gear.
anymore.
We don't spar as much, you know.
I don't spar heavy anymore.
I haven't sparred since T-Bow.
Now I don't spar at all.
Don
Okay,
Cerrone was doing
I
that. He
just
wasn't
lied, 'cause
sparring at all. It's just
They
Not a
were
lot of
using
sparring at all.
protective
Most
gear there.
people are sparring the wrong way. Playing reduces cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. It increases dopamine, or the pleasure hormone. Both of these hormones are directly associated with something called neuroplasticity, which is a fancy word for learning.
And this goes way past humans. I mean, just think about the animal kingdom. Have you ever wondered about the value for animals in doing this sort of thing? They aren't just preparing themselves for a fight that they could win or lose. A lot of them are fighting to the death when these encounters happen, or they're hunting prey. To put it another way, playing for an animal is almost like a rehearsal for murder. For the OG YouTube fans out there, I gotta give an old school shout out to Vsauce, where he actually broke this very topic down.
In the wild, play can often lead to a wasting of precious resources, injuries, and hardly comes close to simulating real attacks and life-threatening situations. Physically preparing the body may be less of a priority for play. Instead, the point of play might be preparing the brain.
You need to be playful, and that's when you improve, when it's playful, when it's like a game, because you will be more prone to trying new things. Very often I see guys like sparring, they lose a lot of brain cells. It's terrible. It's terrible.
I think you guys
Maybe that's more of an MMA thing. I agree with that to a certain extent. I agree that, you know, sparring definitely should not always be, you know, hard sparring or it shouldn't be to the point where you're not learning anything in the sparring. You're just fighting just to fight. And obviously in MMA it's most likely different, but I will say from my experience in boxing, there hasn't been, I've probably sparred hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds. There hasn't been not one round in sparring against any type of you know, sparring partner that I have not learned anything from. I've learned a lot of stuff about myself in sparring. I've learned a lot of stuff about how a real fight, let's say, if in my head I'm simulating a real fight with this guy. If I was really to fight this guy and the amateurs or in the pros, you know, I'm simulating that shit in my head, you know, of how this would go. So maybe it's different in MMA, you know. I know in boxing it's pretty common to spar a little bit harder. Some days they spar a little bit light, another day, so you know, maybe it's different.
Get my point? I'm not saying hard sparring has zero place at any time ever in combat sports, but when you've got
I see
literal
that that's
goats
that's
of the
just not
sport
necessary.
telling you that hard sparring is usually a bad idea, I think there's probably some legs to that. In the case of somebody like Anthony Smith, who unfortunately lived up to his name a little more often than he should have, you know, Lionheart, the guy literally picked up his teeth off the mat when he fought Glover Teixeira.
Shit.
You know, Teixeira's punching him in the face, and he reaches out and handed something to the ref, and the ref put it in his pocket. He was picking up his teeth and giving his teeth to the referee.
Damn.
The referee was putting them in his pocket.
You know how bad it is? You not to even be funny, but like I knocked my opponent's tooth out my last fight. And I remember thinking to myself, like, in the corner, bro, I was like, all right, so this was after the round ended. I think this was like round 2 or 3. This is after the round ended, and I'm going back to my corner. I get up, the bell rings again. I get up, and you know, the referee tells me to go to the neutral corner because he hasn't gotten up yet, and the doctor is up, you know, checking on him. And I look over, and there's blood coming from his mouth, and I didn't know what was happening at the time. I thought he was quitting. I didn't know what was happening at the time, and You know, and but credit to him, he got up and he, started back fighting. That's the Warriors mentality of a fighter. Was it good for him at the end of the day? I'm not sure because he like took more punishment. And to go back on this guy, I'm not sure how that fight went, but for him to continue on fighting, but he also took more punishment. It's hard to really distinguish what was really better for the fighter at the end of the day.
Crazy. Us sitting on the outside, it was a little tough to watch.
He wanted to fire his team if they would have stopped the fight.
And then you know what's kind of messed up about this Anthony Smith thing? He's like, let me go out on my shield. I want to do this. I want to do this. Eventually it comes back to bite you.
I am disgusted. I am disgusted. There was 2 10-8 rounds, and the fifth round would have been a 10-8 round, which would constitute 3 10-8 rounds in a row, which has never happened in the history of combat, ever. Because somebody would have got their athlete the hell out of there. That's why.
Yeah, that's...
If you want to sit in my corner, that's my rule. You don't stop the fight. If you stop the fight or you throw the towel in, you can go ahead and walk back to the locker room by yourself because I'll never stand by you again. I don't need saved. I think people are a little soft.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, my fault. Okay.
I think they're a little soft. Maybe I got too much of that warrior spirit, and maybe someday it's going to bite me in the ass.
This is somebody who is notorious for going on for far too long. He fought more than 60 fights in the sport. He fought for
60
almost 20
fucking
years
fights?
as well.
Former UFC fighter Phil Baroni arrested in Mexico for allegedly murdering his girlfriend.
Man, that shit scares the shit out of me.
60 fights in MMA.
I'm no
That's
neurologist.
crazy.
I don't know
where you're going though. I know where you're going.
But it's not an accident that there's some guys out there have some real severe head trauma, and then over the years they start to change. I was having some work done at my house. Turns out that the guy was a old school boxer from back in the day, and when he showed up, his hands were shaky and his walking was super shaky, and he wasn't that old of a guy, and his voice, he really struggled and stuttered. In a job that would have taken him typically, I don't know, 3 hours to do, it took him 9 because of the Parkinson's brought on from the repeated knockouts and headshots as a boxer. He knew what I did, and he just went on and on about how terrible boxing is, and that, you got a beautiful family, man, you got a beautiful home. He's like, you got to get out as soon as you can. So terrified. Like, I can't fucking end up like that. Not that I'm ever afraid of ending up like Phil Baroni. I think that takes a certain type of person before the head trauma, you know what I mean? You're gonna have to pay entry at some point in time. It feels free when you start.
Yeah.
But when you leave, it's gonna cost you.
Again,
That's
50
crazy,
years
man.
is a
What
very
he had, I don't know this guy, man, but what he had 60 fights if he was to get paid what he was supposed to get paid. If he was to get paid the amount of money, even half the amount of money that, let's say, a prospect gets in boxing, bro, like would he have stuck around in MMA for that long? Like, granted, he could just love the sport in general. Like, that's obviously an option, but I don't know, man. It's a crazy ass aspect. I just think it all boils down over to the owners of the
this
sport.
as a yellow light warning. This is coming for you. Anthony Smith is not alone here at all. And then, so to answer the titular question of this video, I think we just got to look into those that are training smart and getting the results. This is why I've never really been a fan of fighters hanging on for too long in the sport. And people have talked about
I agree.
legends divisions and all that kind of stuff. There's just a lot more at risk than entertainment. And for those that are big fans of freak show fights, maybe you ought to have a second look about attending or paying to watch fighters that we know have taken a lot of damage in their careers. I really do wish the best.
So I'm sure even when you do get older,
his family
like,
who have to endure what
even
happened
if you
here,
didn't take a lot
allegations-
of damage when you were younger, when you get older, you try to come back and fight again. That's even worse. Like that. I don't know,
It's really true with all of this. It's pretty hard to forgive. But I think we can also understand that there are some underlying causes of it that need to be addressed. And I really think the UFC or any other MMA organization should look into this and what they can do to try to help with it. At the very least, education about better training methods. And that's what I think the PI is really trying to do, and I think that can be a real force for good in this specific issue. But now I'm curious to get your thoughts on this one. What do you guys think?
Man,
Did this
I
make you question-
genuinely hope that that they get better, you know, like get better at protecting their fighters, man. You know, if it has to boil down to them training a little bit less than what they are, then I hope they do it. I really do. Because situations like this, bro, it's just not it, man. It's just not it at all. Oh shit. Yeah. All right, so let's get into this Bobby Green and Bang you know, drama or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not too familiar on either of these guys really. I think that the boxer who is, I think Bang, I think he's one of Adrian Broner's guys or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, man. Like from what I've heard, this MMA fighter beat up this boxer basically in boxing. So from the outside looking in, you might think like, damn, so that makes boxers soft or boxers can't really fight. No, bro. No, that's not it at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I haven't seen the video yet, but I know for sure that the guy, the MMA fighter, obviously has a lot of talent when it comes to striking. You know, he's not a traditional boxer, so obviously he does his striking. And I'm not too hip on a boxer either, but I know the boxer isn't obviously, you know, elite level boxer. You know, he's not. I'm not gonna downgrade him, but I know that he is. He hasn't. How can I put it? I'm not sure how I'm gonna put it, but he's not, you know, on a high level right now. Maybe he could be in the future. He definitely could be. I'm not sure, but let's get into this video. Though. I want to find a good one that we can watch. So I guess this one. So yeah, I guess this one's cool. All right. Average MMA fighter, bro. I tell you, man. Every time I spot MMA fighter, they all the same, bro. Keep the hands down, keep you know, chin out in the air, and it's so funny to me because like they just all the same basically. Like when it comes to the boxing, like obviously some of them have better boxing technique than others, but it's so funny just to see, you know, one of the you know, the guys get watch the fuck. It's funny to see you know, this guy do the exact same thing as the other niggas that I spar, you know, other MMA guys that I sparred before.
Now we get warmed up.
Like their confidence be on such a high ass level. It'd be so funny.
You go break, right? I know you want to body. Go ahead.
Very unorthodox punches, of course. That's what the MMA fighters do, bro. You gotta be real careful of them. They be very unorthodox. I hope that wasn't the first round, because somebody breathing hard as shit.
Hit you a few times.
Baby jab.
Bam. Them points though. Bam.
No this.
Oh, swipe. Where your Vaseline at though?
I don't need it. I'm a savage.
Yeah, his confidence definitely high.
That's the warm-up round.
Get on cut.
And he think he's slick. I know what he's doing. Brandon Chester told us it's a chess match. I understand exactly what he's doing in chess. Watch.
So what I noticed is I'm not sure what weight class these guys fight at. Obviously the Bobby Green nigga is taller. I don't know, maybe they the same weight. They look about the same, like 160, 165 in that area, maybe. Good jab from Bobby Green.
Airballing. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Ooh.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut him up, right? Shut him up. That ain't nothing, gang. Show me a lead.
I can't. Why the hell? I don't like this angle. Not even showing a fight for real.
The next one.
Ugo 1-2. I seen that though. Alright, why they keep fucking? I want to see that nigga.
We just playing. We just having fun. We just having fun. We just having fun.
Yeah, from what I'm seeing, like I'm not downgrading the MMA fighter, because if you can hang in there, you can hang in there, bro. But from what I'm seeing, this boxer isn't really on the elite type level, you know. And I mean, I don't know, cause it's hard to say, cause like you could take the average boxer and the average MMA fighter in a boxing ring, who will win? You know, you would think the average boxer would win, right? But I never heard of this guy Bobby Green. I'm not sure what he's done in MMA before, but he's average at boxing at best. And this guy, he's maybe average too. You know, the boxers maybe average too at boxing. So who really wins 9 times out of 10?
I told you. Maybe I'm just playing. I ain't got serious.
You gonna make it seem like that, of course.
He's playing.
Yeah, see, he's just stepping in without even throwing anything. Yeah,
Come here. Come here.
he's falling into his punches.
Come here.
No head movement, no foot movement, just standing there taking punches. Obviously, if he's standing there taking punches, he's obviously the MMA fighter is obviously gonna look good, you know.
He ain't got nothing.
You can't say he ain't got nothing if he touching you up, bro.
Bam! Get on cut. Bam!
You ain't never seen a nigga like me.
Bam! He ain't doing shit but just talking, making it seem like he doing something. He not doing nothing.
He ain't touching you up, bro. That's what he doing.
Where should the rounds go? I want to pick up my pace. I've been playing possum. That's what I told you about chess. I've been playing possum. Watch. You don't realize it. You don't realize, oh, shit. They were playing possum. They tricked me. Watch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's just no explosive movement from him. There's no jab. There's no boxing at all. He's just falling into his punches. He's just sitting there. There's a jab. I mean, if it's working, why not keep throwing it? Move your feet now. Don't just stand there. He's not gonna stop throwing punches. He's very unorthodox, so his punches ain't gonna come from an orthodox stance. I hate whoever this cameraman is. I don't understand why he falling in with the jab. He's very
Come on, nigga.
Clean break, nigga. Come on. Lock in.
That's crazy, man.
I've been earned.
Nothing.
It's crazy because you see things like this, right? And you know, in the streaming world, you know, streaming has gotten bigger. it's got so much bigger these last couple of policies, these last couple of years, and now it's transferred over into the boxing world, and you see things like this, bro, and it's like the casual fans are gonna run with this. A lot of people are gonna run with this, especially MMA fans. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love MMA. I love MMA fans. I love MMA fighters. I love MMA in general. But damn, y'all niggas is just so. I'm gonna say prideful. Y'all prideful as shit. I get that, but y'all will run with a lot of things, and we know our two sports are completely different from each other. We know that when it comes to MMA fighters dominate. When it comes to boxing fighters, obviously, in the boxing ring, dominate on most of the time. When it comes to outside fighting, a lot of people give it to the MMA fighter who's gonna have the edge when it comes to outside fighting, because obviously have more skill sets than a boxer. So when it comes to things like this, I'm sitting here judging this guy, the boxer. I'm sitting here judging him. It could have just been an off day for him. It could have been, just one of them days where he just wasn't there. Wasn't there in the gym. He could have been not prepared to spar today. I don't know that for sure. We don't know that for sure. But obviously, the world is gonna run with the story. This nigga got his ass beat sparring by an MMA fighter, and he's not even a boxer. So the world's gonna obviously run with it. So,
Now I'm ready. No, bitch ass nigga missed it. I know what I should do. Take your head every time. Do it again.
He got a good ass jab, Bobby Green. I think that's his name.
Who's winning? Who's losing? I need a toll.
Bro, MMA fighters just, bro, I fucking love him, man. He's just so confident, bro.
More active.
No, take it. There's nothing. This nigga said bong bong. What's the bong bong at?
Boxers are limited fighters. Oh shit. Boxers are limited fighters. No boxer has ever got going into an MMA sparring and doing anything. So I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I don't know if you dyslexic or anything, or if you can't hear, or if my mic is fucking up. I literally just said that boxers aren't really doing anything against MMA fighters and MMA sparring. But if you want to go down that rabbit hole, you can go look up James Toney. James Toney fucking went into MMA and beat an MMA fighter. You can go look up fuck, I forget the other guy's name, but it's a lot of boxers who transferred over to MMA and have beat MMA fighters. Carissa Shields just did it. Carissa Shields went into MMA and for the MMA fighter and beat an MMA fighter. So it's not like, it's not possible for boxers, because it's obviously possible. We all do combat sports, 9 times out of 10 though, obviously the MMA fighter is gonna win, or the MMA fighter is gonna get over in the boxing MMA. But it's always that diamond in the rough that happens, the James Toney, the Clarissa Shields. It happens,
What a bong bong! I'm sorry, man. I'm just crazy. I'm just a little crazy. I'm full blown nuts, I got a couple screws in this. 20 seconds. I'm nuts. Hey, breathe. Oh no, I'm too crazy. Talking and going crazy. He's trying to get his air. I don't need it. I'm ready to die. Work. Right, let's go. Round four. Let's go. Let's go. Get in there, same thing.
He got some
Go to the body game, bang. Come up
Bobby
top,
Green got
man.
some long ass arms. His punches just come from unorthodox stances. That's what really throws a nigga off. I hate this camera work though.
What you doing? Yeah. You sorry at your own shit. No. Wake up. You sorry at your own shit. Pick your head up. Work in there. Work in there, cuz. Pick your head up, gang.
Shit.
Move your face. Nothing. Come on. We ain't doing shit. We're moving around.
I do hate fucking fighters that just talk like getting your ass beat, though. I hate that shit.
Push punching. You ain't doing shit but talking like a hoe and push punching. Stay your ass in that pit.
Push punches, bro. You're getting hit.
Push punching like a hoe and stay your ass right here. Stop talking.
I ain't been hit yet.
I was agreeing with you. I don't know. I'm not trying to be hostile, man. I just know that MMA fans, bro, like I love y'all, bro. Y'all so prideful. I love that. James Toney get destroyed by Randy, but he also beat. Am I thinking of James Toney? Thinking of somebody. James Toney definitely did win the MMA before, right? I'm thinking of, it wasn't James Toney. Maybe it was someone else. Cause I think James Toney did lose in MMA. But I might be thinking of somebody else. But yeah, man, like when it comes to boxing and MMA, it's just two completely different, things in the ring. Boxing is more MMA, and in the MMA octagon, a boxer is more, like you said, limited to what he can do. It's kind of hard to put it. Like, we all understand how it goes, but a boxer is more limited to what he can do compared to an MMA fighter, But in a boxing ring, obviously, an MMA fighter has a better chance of beating a boxer in a boxing ring than a boxer has a better chance of beating an MMA fighter in an MMA ring. I mean, in an MMA octagon.
Push punching and talking. Nigga, talking on win fights, nigga. Talking on win fights, nigga. What you talking about? You ain't doing shit. I think we're in the room with real men.
And I think I feel told between us black men and keep it real. Get that nigga something, bro. You didn't realize that, B. I told you you ain't never met a man like me. I'm ready to die. It's different. It's different around here.
I'm definitely not trying to die.
It's different.
I'm definitely not ready to die.
Yeah, go to the body, like she said. Go to the body. In the background. Yeah, I got it.
Bitch, I still got life to live.
I'm talking to you and whooping his ass. Come on. I told you this, T. Say nothing. Move.
Well, let me have it then. You let me have it, bitch. You let me have it. Come here.
Ooh, it's stab. It's a great stab to the body.
They was doing a electric robot. They was doing a robot. Airball. Come here. What's up? Oh, don't take it with you. There you go.
That's a good job.
What's it go?
Numbers. You one punching. Let's go.
Even at the top level, look at Usyk basically losing to Rico. Rico/Fury losing to Ngannou. No boxing is ever coming in and having a fight with Islam. Yeah, it's almost like I just said that. But I mean, no, not at the top level. In boxing, Rico was, what was Rico? He was a kickboxer. He did just have that fight with Usyk. I mean, you can say that, and you can say, Fury and Ngannou. What was about to come out of my mouth is gonna just basically sound like excuses, but that's the heavyweights, bro. Like, the heavyweights is fucking is different, with Fury and Ngannou, like, nigga had power in both hands, and Fury didn't take that fight serious. He didn't take that fight as serious as he should have. And we seen what happened to an MMA fighter. We seen what would happen to the MMA fighter when a boxer takes the fight serious. We seen that with AJ and Ngannou. With Usyk, we don't know what the fuck happened to Usyk. I mean, like I said, you may take this as me just making excuses for Usyk, but I know Usyk at his top game, Rico wouldn't have survived 4 rounds with Usyk and the fight. He wouldn't have survived 4 rounds with Usyk. And it's not like I'm not saying it as in MMA fighters can't compete in boxing. What's my man's name? Ilia Topuria. If he transitions over to boxing, I'm pretty sure he'll have great success. But I don't think he gets past. It might sound like I'm hating, but I don't think he gets past the B plus level of fighters in boxing. To be honest with you, not because he's not skilled enough, but because boxers, at that level have been honing their skills, their boxing skills from a certain age, and have gotten to a certain point to where they can, uh, distinguish themselves from the rest. Now when it comes to people like this guy, Bang, I'm not sure, who he really is. Maybe I should definitely look him up. I'm not sure who he really is, or like what's his actual level. Um, when it comes to this boxing shit. But I know that he wasn't on a level to where he could get somewhere. Basically, what's the nigga name? Bang Williams. Such a crazy ass name. Antonio. Oh shit. Antonio Bang Williams. Is that his name? I don't know. BoxRec is a terrible fucking website. I don't even know why I went to that. Is this him? This look like him. I think it is. Heavyweight boxing is different sport. Yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Thank you. Heavyweight boxing is completely different from, the lower weight classes. A little bit more skill involved in the lower weight classes. Okay, so he's 19-1. He's 19-1-1, so he's not, an average boxer. He's obviously not an average boxer, but I mean, he lost to Antonio. I think I heard that name before, but he's obviously not an average boxer. So he doesn't. He knows about boxing. He obviously knows about boxing. He fights at his last fight was at 140 actually. Damn. So then what's if his last fight was at 140, then what the hell is Bobby Green with? Okay, Bobby Green fights at 155. So they were pretty similar. He fights at 155. I mean, granted, he looks about like I want to say they both kind of look about like 168. 168, 160 kind of. So he's definitely the guy Bang Williams definitely isn't a slouch over. So I kind of take back what I was saying before about how he's not he's not elite obviously, but he is not average. He's kind of above average. So I definitely give props to Bobby Green for doing this up on a fighter who is basically above average. Yeah, man, that's kind of bad. I'm gonna be honest with you, that's kind of bad, man. It definitely puts boxers in a bad light. But like I said earlier, man, we never know. The nigga could have had an off day. He could have had an off day. I'm just saying a champion shouldn't be competitive with someone from outside the sport. That's true, but Bang Williams is not a champion. Where is he ranked at? He has 20 fights. I don't think he's ranked anywhere. He's not a champion. He's not ranked. His last fight was in December when he won a majority decision from. Hold on. Okay, his last fight was in December when he won. Like I said, he won a majority decision against this guy. It was 6 rounds. This guy was 33-9, 33-9-1. 6 rounds. How the hell does he have 20 fights? 20 plus fights and he's fighting 6 rounds. Is that possible? How the fuck did? How do you even do that? I mean, they do that if you have a excuse me. They do that if you have a negative record and you're trying to build up another prospect, but damn, 6 rounds. Okay. But I mean, yeah, so his last fight was against him. So he's not ranked, he's not a champion. We don't know the quality of the quality level that he can really get up to yet. So he's had a loss and he's had a draw. He lost against Antonio Perez, which I could have sworn I heard that name before. Antonio Perez is 11-1. He was undefeated when he fought Williams. So yeah, bro, it's such a confusing concept, man. I hate that MMA discourse and boxing discourse is such a fucking fucked up thing, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's mostly due to you MMA fans. I hate the fact that you guys think us boxers are basically just trying to one up you on everything when that's genuinely not the truth, man. I want to see MMA prospect, bro. I want to see them guys. I'm an advocate on fucking MMA fighters being paid more, bro, because the fucking damage that they take and the little money that they get is just embarrassing, bro. He beat Tio in the amateurs? Williams did? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, man, that's wow. He's 40 years old. Damn, he's 40. That's that is kind of crazy.
Airball.
He's still moving though.
Alright, good job. Follow up with it though. Yeah, touch. It ain't gotta be hard. It don't gotta be hard. It don't gotta be hard, babe. Touch. Bam!
There you go. Let it go. Up. There you go. Airball. Damn, got my shoe.
He got a good jab too. Ooh, good one too.
Keep it simple.
Come on, low. Man, come on, bro. I ain't hit too hard. Come on.
Nigga.
Bitch, you trying to dine here. Go on the fucking cup. Nigga, we told you to go on the cup.
Okay, you touch my nose.
Let's work. Let's go. Touch my nose. Let's work.
Man, you can't be saying that and getting touched up, bro. That's not how that works. That's not how that works.
Trying to take a break, nigga. That wasn't no body. That wasn't no fucking dick shot, nigga. He trying to take a break. That's what he trying to do.
I don't even need the break. Fuck you mean breather?
Yeah, fuck the clock. Come on, we got yo. Fuck the clock.
Fuck you talking about break?
I'm glad y'all here, boy. He popping it, boy. Popping it from the cameras, boy.
Hey, some niggas live in delusion. Sober they ass up and tell me who won. Sober they ass up and tell me who they won. You know what boxing is, nigga. I'm trying to show you. This shit's different right here. We don't box like y'all niggas. We box totally different.
This nigga supposed to knock me out.
No, I never said knock you out.
This nigga.
I said I came to spar.
This nigga 190.
Yeah, but my man, Dig, you kind of taking that to the heart, bro. It's not. We know, there's a separate reality from boxing and MMA, right? We know that the MMA fighters they have more skill when it comes to fighting in general. The baddest man on the planet talk is literally just basically talk. People still call Mike Tyson the baddest man on the planet. The nigga's 60 years old. We call John Jones the baddest man on the planet, but that nigga's been on steroids and has been doing some stupid ass shit. And he's still a great fucking fighter. you know, Mike Tyson's still a great fighter. That's just the saying, bro. Like we, that's what I'm saying. We gotta just take things to the heart that doesn't really need to be taken to the heart, man. Uh, the problem is that Broner and Dean were too arrogant, and they kept saying they would whoop Bobby but refused to spar. Yeah, that okay. Okay, I can understand that. Them niggas, uh, I can understand that. You know, if a nigga talking shit and they don't get in the ring, I can definitely understand that. So they kind of just not proving my point here about boxers not really talking shit. But the only boxer there is really AB. AB is like I haven't seen him. He's been training recently, but I don't think he's been sparring or really taking boxing seriously. But but yeah, man, you can't talk shit and not get in the ring. That's not boxing. You can't do that. You can't talk shit and not get in the ring. They do a lot. Like them niggas do a lot of shit for the cameras. You know, for the lights and the cameras, bro. But AB knows like this still fighting, bro. Like this is still, you know, a fighter that's gonna take that shit, you know, to the heart, bro.
Hard. I'm not even hitting them hard. That's what I said, man. Awesome. I'm not even hitting them hard.
You the biggest fucker. Popping it.
I'm fat. I'm on vacation.
Look, y'all. No mouthpiece. No mouthpiece.
His mom with no mouthpiece is crazy. I'd never do that in my life.
All right, you feel me?
I love my teeth too much.
Breath full of weed, man.
Let's go. Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
Oh my god. Hey, bro. Hey, nah, man. You gotta shoot that nigga after that. Fuck that. Cause ain't no way, man.
I'm not a liar. I'm not a liar. There you go. I'm not a liar. I never lied to a man. I just be real. Up at there. There you go. No, miss. That's a miss. Looking good. Move. Come on.
Look him up, Bang. Come on.
Come on, Bang. Oh. Sorry. Sorry. Come on. Let's go.
Get on cut. Get on cut.
That shit, that shit embarrassing, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not saying it like, cause, bro, I've had embarrassing sparring matches before. I've had embarrassing fights before, bro, and I know what it's like to you know, be embarrassed. Basically, I have felt that shit before. I know what it's like. Your friends, your family, that I know what that shit is like. But the keep talking and the keep thinking that you really did something, that's not it, bro. That's not it at all.
There you go. And time.
Shit.
Yeah, that shit was that shit wasn't it, man. I don't really know much about that guy, but that wasn't it. Damn, man. So that's why I say, man, a lot of things is just not for the internet, bro, because people are gonna run with it. They're gonna run with it. Oh, man. Yeah, he said he'll whoop. Yeah, you know, I give props to Bobby Green, especially because you know, he's not he doesn't really do this boxing shit. You know, he's more of an MMA fighter. I give props to him for definitely shutting these niggas up, man. Because for them to be talking, and even if it is just for the cameras and shit, and not to get in the ring, like you can't do that, bro. I get that you had confidence in your fighter, but clearly your fighter wasn't there that day. Oh shit. Yeah, that's bad, man. Shit. Shit, I don't even know what the fuck I wanted to react to next. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't really prepared for the stream. I just kind of saw this and it was like, yeah, man, we definitely gotta react to this, cause it's definitely controversial. Bobby is cool. 4-win streak at 40. Nigga, 40. That's crazy. 40 is crazy. It's in good shape. Pause. That's crazy, man.
It's getting warm in here, gentlemen. Somebody's gotta want to fade.
Where broke
There's
that for?
gotta be somebody that wants to fade.
All right, for those who don't know, that's Bobby the King Green. He a fighting machine. All he want to do is fight, right? So he been having a little bit of a back and forth with Dean and AB, and
Oh
he
yeah, this nigga
decided
crazy.
to pull up, put his money
You
where
can
his
tell this
mouth,
nigga
and
crazy.
it didn't go how the Crash Out Boys thought it was gonna go. Respect to Bang though, he the only one from the camp that really stood out there and got down. No matter the outcome, he stood 10 toes with a nigga that's been fighting professionally for 20 years. So we not gonna hate on Bang. You know, keep doing your thing. Get back in the lab. GT, you got. Here you go to fight. It's a couple of different angles. You feel me? So y'all let me know what y'all think, man.
Yeah, man. I don't want to watch this Mighty Mouse video though. Shout out Mighty Mouse, man.
Amateur boxer. He's 1901. He's got a fight coming up. So my man Bobby Green is going to the spar. He's had 5 blunts before he did the sparring match. How do I know that? Because I watched multiple of these videos. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to go live.
But the way I box is totally different, so it's gonna be funny as it's gonna be a great time.
I mean, you awkward as hell then.
Oh, I'm gonna have a great time with you. Watch.
Once you root yourself to the ground and you're
See, that's what I mean, man. By fucking titles like this, bro. Videos like that. Please don't think you can go into your local sparring gym and beat up your local boxers in boxing. Please don't think that. Cause you will get very mixed results. I don't know what should we watch next? Any suggestions? Any suggestions? Any suggestions on what the hell we should watch next? What's the next UFC card that's coming up? I haven't heard of any of these guys. Yeah, I don't understand how hard it is for people. It's just the ego thing, bro. It's literally just the ego thing. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's also due to like uh it's also due to like Mayweather and McGregor. You know, Mayweather beat McGregor, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I think MMA fans have been, you know, salty about that since. But they should obviously know that a boxer 9 times out of 10 couldn't beat an MMA fighter in an MMA ring or octagon. Crow Cop? What's that? Crow Cop. Oh, it's an MMA fighter? Oh shit. Hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. This gotta be like early MMA. Some crazy ass combinations he just threw. The fact that nigga just stood there. Yeah, this gotta be like early MMA. Cause they not stopping this fight. That nigga just taking punches. He's not stopping this fight. Well, that's a good knee. A leg kick. Ugh. And they could have stopped that shit like a whole minute ago. Damn, nigga. Nigga just swinging. I couldn't imagine taking a fucking kick to the head, like behind the ear, bro. I got that shit. Ooh, good left hand. God damn. What the fuck? Hey. Oh, that shit create the they have to worry about not only punches but kicks coming your way too. Hey, you know what's funny though? You know what's funny? I watched this video the other day about like, you know, the early MMA times, and bro, them niggas was jacked up on roids, man. Like they was jacked the hell up, man. It's crazy, you know. It's crazy to really think. It's like everybody was on steroids, so it was like everybody was on like a like not everybody obviously, but most of the guys was like on steroids. So most of the guys was on the even playing field. And I was like, what if they did that shit like, you know, today? Like what if most of the heavyweights were on still on steroids, and you know everybody was on a steroid level even playing field? I love them Japanese commentators. They be so funny. I think it's gonna have. I didn't even see it. Okay, you see the punch. Got that, he had that nigga stretched out though. He definitely must have campaigned over in Japan. Oh, there go the punch. Damn, left hook right on the motherfucking chin. Boom. Whoa! This nigga's kicks are lethal. There you go with them combinations again. Yeah, man, this dude was a fucking savage. Boom. Damn, right on the temple. He knew exactly what to throw too. I thought it was a week. Hold on 1 second. Alright, my fault. I had to turn on my damn light. Oh shit. Alright. Thank y'all boys for coming. For popping out. I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I would fucking play some games, but I don't have my stuff to set up to play the games. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Shit, but yeah, thank y'all boys for coming out though. This is a good stream. Good stream. Definitely gotta do this shit more. But yeah.